and I shall now make a statement in my capacity as the representative of Algeria. Dear colleagues, I have the honor to deliver this statement on behalf of the members of the A3+, namely Guyana, Sierra Leone, Somalia, and my own country, Algeria. At the outset, we would like to thank Mr. Pedersen and Mr. Fletcher for their valuable briefings. Dear colleagues, Syria, a land of timeless history and the cradle of civilizations, stand at a pivotal crossroad. Its people, having endured immense hardship for years, now aspire to build a future of hope and renewal, a future where a united Syria thrives as a beacon of prosperity and inclusivity, embracing all its citizens, regardless of their background. We must support these aspirations. The A3+ firmly believes in the Syrian people's resilience and capacity to shape their own future and achieve prosperity and well-being. Getting there would require a firm commitment to, first, inclusivity. We must maintain steadfast support for an inclusive, Syrian-owned and Syrian-led political process under the UN auspices, in line with the principle of Security Council Resolution 2254, building a brighter future for Syria requires the meaningful participation of all Syrians, especially women and the youth. Second, Syria's unity, independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity. The A3+ remains steadfast in upholding these principles. We categorically reject any attempts to divide the Syrian nation or to annex any part of its territory or to violate in any other way the country's sovereignty and territorial integrity. We continue to be gravely concerned about Israel's actions in the occupied Syrian Golan Heights and its incursions in other parts of Syria. We call for full adherence, full respect to the provisions of the 1974 Agreement on Disengagement and for an immediate end to such incursion. Third, non-interference. External interference will only heighten tensions and exacerbate Syria's challenges. The A3+ strongly urges all parties to respect the principles of national sovereignty and to refrain from unsolicited interference in the country's internal affairs. Fourth, counterterrorism. Instability is fertile ground for violence and terrorism, further destabilizing the region. A resurgence of terrorism in this fragile country cannot be allowed. We call for decisive, coordinating action against terrorism in Syria, in close coordination with the national authorities. Fifth, a United Nations involvement. The A3 Plus reaffirms its unwavering support for the efforts of the Special Envoy to contribute to a smooth and inclusive transition in Syria. We call on all actors to engage constructively with him in this vital endeavor, demonstrating a shared commitment to Syria's stability and future. Dear colleagues, after almost 14 years of devastating conflict, the Syrian people deserve the unwavering support and solidarity of the international community. And the humanitarian situation in Syria remains catastrophic and demands urgent and unconditional attention. The A3 Plus calls on donors to mobilize the necessary resources to fully fund the humanitarian response plan. In 2023, the 4 billion HRP was only 33% funded, a level that is both unacceptable and unsustainable. Recent developments, with over 660,000 people newly displaced, 75 of whom are women and children, underscore the need for enhanced efforts to facilitate their safe and dignified return home. The A3 Plus emphasizes the paramount importance of creating and enabling environment for the voluntary, safe and dignified return of Syrian refugees and internally displaced persons. This requires, first, ensuring security nationwide. The volatile security situation has led to the suspension of humanitarian operations in some areas. The A3 Plus reiterates its call for a comprehensive and nationwide ceasefire. Second, restoring basic services. Without access to essential services, Syrians will not be motivated to return home. We urge all stakeholders to support the implementation of an effective early recovery strategy that provides the necessary resources for Syrian livelihood. Third, accelerating economic recovery. Syria's path forward requires renewed economic growth. While humanitarian aid is vital, it's not enough. It's not enough. The A3 Plus calls on the international community to facilitate Syria's recovery process, including lifting unilateral sanctions that hamper economic progress. Dear colleagues, the A3+ remains committed to advocating for a stable, united Syria, recognizing that its stability is essential for the broader region. To the international community, the A3+ sends this clear message: genuine collaboration and constructive dialogue are essential to achieving the new Syria to which its people aspire. To the Syrian people, we say, it's time to silence the guns and work together for a brighter future for your country. I thank you.